Yo, what's going on? This is a tour around Charlotte. And listen, I'm gonna start doing videos when I'm out and about because I stay busy, man, straight up. And it's times that I don't have time to do any videos, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I just left the post office, I had to drop some packages off or whatever have you. And now I gotta go to Host Food, Harris Teeter, a couple other places, you know, so, you know, I just decided that, you know, in order to keep the videos coming, you know, I'll just start doing them when I'm out and about, you know. But this is a tour around Charlotte. I know some of you all may say, well, what does, you know, caring about what other people have to say have to do with me moving to Charlotte? Like, it doesn't add up. But it really does. You understand? Like, I know most of you all are moving away from your family, your families, your friends, and some of your friends and family want you to stay. They feel as though that, well, you know, what's the problem with you living where you're living at, and that, you know, they think that you may fail, you know, and that's where the whole thing comes in as far as dealing with a tour around Charlotte and just caring about what people have to say. Like, you have to have this attitude that, you know, you don't give a damn what people have to say about you. You don't care about a person's feelings or what they think of how you know, how they feel as though, you know, you're gonna, you know, how you gonna make it or not make it, you know? Like, a lot of people told me when I first moved to Charlotte, well, you know, well, not told me, but asked me, why you moving to Charlotte? Blah, 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 blah. Then when I moved to Atlanta, it was like, the family was like, yo, you know, he go moving again. He's always on the go. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, is it your life? Like, for real, you got to sit down and you got to really think about this thing real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your moms or your family member or friends don't pay your goddamn bills, then really, what the hell do they have to say? Straight up. It is your decision whether you want to move, where you want to move, and how you want to move, or whatever have you. That plain and simple. Yeah, I had to give that shit up a long time ago, man. Just not caring about what people think and how they feel. Well, you know, I want to move down there. What's in Charlotte? Whatever's in Charlotte, I like. You know what I mean? And it's just that plain and simple. Now, you can stay where you want to stay at. You know what's so funny about people? This is what I realized. It took me a couple years to realize this, right? People could talk about what you're doing and critique and dictate what you're doing in your life, right? But when the roles are reversed and you start trying to tell them what to do and critique their life, that's when they'll be like, well, why you in my business, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but you didn't have no problem with telling me about my business and talk, you know, and asking questions about my life and whatever decisions that I make. But now I'm critiquing your life. Now you have a problem, and that's the problem. People could dish out, but they can't take it when the heat or pressure's on them. And that's the point that I'm making. You have to be fearless in this particular situation. I apologize for, you know, the scenery. You know, it's supposed to be, the meteorologist said yesterday that it was going to be 72. I should have known that he was lying. You know what I'm saying? Because I walked out earlier this morning to work out and it was 44. And right now it's probably about 50 something. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize for it being a gloomy day and all the rest of that, but I don't have no control over that. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, you know, it's like people want to tell you what to do and you know, well, you know, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. And see, this is the thing that it's crazy to me. Like, I don't tell people what to do with their life. I just don't. If a person says, yo, I want to move to, let's say, a black person says, I want to move to Antarctica. I'm like, what? Whatever. I guess whatever's there, you like. You know, I'm not going to sit here and judge you. I'm not going to sit here and act. If I ask you why, it's because maybe I might like it. I might want to move to an area that you're moving to. But I'm not asking you as if, like, there's a wrong decision. You understand? And let me say this too. Let's just say if you move to Charlotte, right? and you don't like it, at least you moved here and you found out for yourself. You understand? Like a lot of people, you know, they listen to everybody else, you know, and next thing you know, they're not happy because they're listening to everybody else, and they're not making the decisions that they want to make with their life. Especially when you're listening to your family members. You know what I'm saying? In specific, your mother and your father. Well, you know, child, I don't know why you won't stay here. You know, such and such is here, and blah 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 blah. And you know, you got it good here, and da 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 da. No, I want to move. I'm not satisfied with where I'm at. I just want to move, and it's just that plain and simple. Like, you don't even have to tell people why you want to move. Just let them know. You don't even have to let people know that you're moving. I have people that I was cool with. I didn't even let them know that I was moving when I moved to Charlotte and when I moved to Atlanta. It's none of your business. I choose to tell my business or not. That plain and simple. You know what's so funny in the first order of business is what? To mind your own. Literally mind your own business. Like mind your business, you know what I'm saying? Stay out of other people's business. But then the second thing is, double entendre, is to mind your own business. Stay focused on your business and what you're doing. Stay focused on that. And that's the thing that I'll say that is what I've been able to achieve in 2019, 2020, 2021. I've been able to achieve that. You understand? It's like now it's all about me. It's not about anybody else. I mean, listen, let me just put this out. You know, if somebody email and ask me questions about, I get a lot of those. You know, people email me, ask me questions about Charlotte and this and that and so forth. I'll be more than happy to answer your question, but I'm gonna let you know I'm not gonna go above and beyond. I'm just not. That's not gonna be me. I'll answer your question, and I'll make sure I'll do the best that I can to answer it. You understand? But far as people asking me, like, take for example, this one person, I'm not going to, you know, throw him under the bus. You know, I'm not going to even say gender. But this one person was like, you know, what's the black population? What's the statistics of this and that and blah, blah, blah. Man, I'm not going. That's some homework that you need to do. I'm not going into depthness of all of that. Then you're gonna have to pay me for all of those questions you want me to ask, because then I have to do what? Research. And I just think at times people just don't understand how selfish they can be, because they're more focused on, well, I gotta do this and I gotta do that and I gotta get down there and I need somebody to do blah 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 blah. But don't nobody work for free. And that's the problem. Not even you. Not even a person that asks me a whole bunch of questions and want me to do an intensive amount of research. You know what I'm saying? So in 2021, that's what we need to be as a people, regardless of whether you're white, black, Mexican, etc. Purple, green, yellow, orange, I don't know, whatever. That's where you need to be. That's where your focal point needs to be, is on your business and doing what you need to do for you. And stay out of other people's business, and stop listening to the naysayers. Stop listening to the haters. And the haters can come, you know, in disguise as your family members, your friends. That plain and simple. It's crazy how people, you know, that whole crabs in the bucket. Yo, it's true. When you trying to do something positive, oh man, please, don't nobody want to help you. Everybody want to sit there and chastise you and tell you that that's the wrong decision to make and this and that and so forth, or whatever have you. But let me tell you something. When you trying to do something negative, when you trying to get high, oh, a Negro will roll a blunt up for you and pass it. And pass it. If you trying to get drunk, oh, we could go to the liquor store. No problems. But the minute that you try to do something positive with your life, whether it's moving, relocating somewhere such as Charlotte, whether it's starting a business, or whatever it may be, nobody don't want to do that. Nobody don't want to do no positive stuff. It's all negative. And and it kills me. It hurts me in the inside. And this specifically happens in the black community, and it has to stop. It has to stop. And I don't want to deal with systemic racism, regular racism, and the whole, what is it? What's that dude name? The Willie Lynch syndrome and all of. No. It's 2021. No excuses. We know right from wrong, and we know what we're doing. Now, I'm not saying that these things, such as systemic racism, don't exist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in 2021, we know we can identify the problem. Now that we can identify the problem, let's have a solution towards it instead of talking about it. The hell with all that talking. We need to have a solution. And I will say I have one of the solutions. I'm not going to say the first one. One of the solutions is to mind your goddamn business. It's that plain and simple. I said double entendre. So mind your business, literally. Mind your business. Stop staying out of everybody else's business. And mind your business. Mind your business. Your business. Take care of your business and what you're doing. That plain and simple. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. If you do that, I guarantee you that you won't have time to focus on what everybody else is saying about you. Plain and simple. Let me tell you something about my life, right? I live a hectic life. I'm not gonna lie. I have appointments that I gotta go to. As far as dealing with my children, I have to deal with my children. We homeschool, so they eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We literally, well, with the exception of we come up puffs, you know what I'm saying, and we make like waffles and stuff like that in the morning time. But for the most part, lunch and dinner is like it's made food. Baked vegetables, or sauteed vegetables, or falafels, veggie Popeye. I mean, the list goes on. Black bean burgers, the list goes on. So I live a very hectic life. Then in between that, I'm going to the gun range. Then in between that, I'm going to the gym. And then in between that, I'm doing these tours around Charlotte. And then I got another channel, my old channel. I have to do videos on that. And then, it's packages that I may have to drop off at the post office. I got to go run to the grocery store because we're vegetarians. So, we run out of vegetables because we eat vegetables every day. So, therefore, I got to go to the store just about every day because we eat fresh produce vegetables. We don't eat the frozen joints. So, I live a very hectic life. You understand? Not hectic. I ain't going to say hectic. Busy. I'll say busy. Right? When you're busy, you don't have no time to listen to somebody else's BS. This is the reason why, if you ever paid attention to me in the comment section, it'd be like 20 comments, and I only probably comment on 2, because that's all I have time for. And then most people be like, well, Langston, you always comment on people that agree with you, and the ones that disagree with you, you don't. What doesn't it make sense? It's not a thing about people disagreeing with me. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not always right. Sometimes I could be right, sometimes I could be wrong. The problem is the way you the way you approach me. If you calling me all types of N-words and this and that and so forth, but then again, what you're saying is right. Like I'm saying, not that I'm an Nigger. I'm saying like, I might have, misquoted someone or something like that. I'm not going to respond. But if you respond, like, I'll give you an example. This dude on the last video that I did, about, your right to bear arms, right? The dude was like, yo, the G1622LR that you have, you might want to get something a little bit more bigger for home defense. And I'm like, 2 people said that. I'm like, they came at me in a respectful way, and I respect that, and I'm like, yo, I'm working on that. Pretty Ricky told me to get that gun because that was an easy gun to use that will get me prepared for your heavier guns, such as your AR-15. And I'm glad I got it. You see what I'm saying? But they came at me in a respectful manner. You understand? They didn't say, you idiot, that gun didn't. Even though he did say one thing. One of the dudes did say, that you want, that's not gonna like really do no harm. Let me shoot you with 22 LR, a GSG 16. Let me shoot you with that gun, and I guarantee you that I could probably kill you. I may have to put a couple of them small bullets in you, but that gun will kill you. Period, hands down. But I truly understand where you're coming from. You do want something a little bit more heavier. Like that GSG 16 is really for my family. Now that I've mastered it and I've gotten used to it or whatever have you, it's really for my family. It's easy for my son and my daughter, you know what I'm saying, to use. You understand? But they came at me a certain way. But had they came with me in a disrespectful manner, I wouldn't even comment. I wouldn't even say nothing. I would have brushed it off. But at the end of the day, I don't even have time to read the comments like that. I read some of them, and then for the rest of them, I'm like, I don't have time. And that's the problem. Y'all take too much time out for people that really don't care about you. That for people that really, what are y'all doing, yo? This is crazy. This is crazy. It's somebody sleep at the wheel. Typical Charlotte stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He's sleeping at the wheel. I'm glad that I caught this, because this is typical Charlotte stuff. Typical. Dude is sleeping on the wheel. This is crazy. This is typical in Charlotte, though. But getting back to my point, at the end of the day, it's like, and I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, you so impatient, Langston. Live in Charlotte for a couple of weeks, man. Live in Charlotte for a couple of weeks, and you tell me whether I'm impatient or not. People cannot drive here. And as you can see, this man was sleeping at the wheel, just chilling. But that's typical. Charlatans, please let these people know. Please let these people know in the comment section that this stuff that happens on, whether it's on 77, whether it's on regular roads and streets or whatever, this is typical. This is typical. That it's typical to see somebody in a rag or a car turned upside down. This is typical in Charlotte. But getting back to my point, you all got too much time on your hands. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Straight up, facts, big facts. You got too much time on your hands to be listening to other people and what people think about you, what people saying about you. Got too much time on your hands. Stay busy. Stay busy. You stay busy, you don't have to worry about that type of stuff. That plain and simple. I stay busy, so I don't worry about that. I just don't. If somebody got something to say, it is what it is. That's their opinion. I'm just keep it moving. I'm a Kemet. Keep it moving. That plain and simple. Other than that, I stay busy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, listen, let me tell you something. I'm about to get off because this is going on 20 minutes. I'm going to say this, right? My moms and my pops, they don't like my lifestyle. They don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they like living in one place for over 40, 50 years. And I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget my grandmother's husband when I was 16. I've always been this way, yo. I've always been this way. What I'm about to say. He said, yeah, you know, you graduate from school, you get you a trade, pick up a trade, you know, you work hard and, you know, and maybe about 20, 30, 40 years, you retire. I said, what? Man, you gotta be out your damn mind. I'm not working for nobody no 20, 30 years. That's crazy. So my lifestyle is unorthodox. It's not typical. And I don't want it to be typical. I don't like getting up in the morning at 9 o'clock. I like getting up in the morning at 9 o'clock and tending to my own business. I don't want to get up in the morning at 9 o'clock for you and your dreams and your business, helping you out. And you only paying me $9, $10, $11, $12, $13 an hour. Now, don't get it twisted. If things don't work out for me, you know what I'm saying? I may have to go back in the work field. I don't have that much pride, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna starve because I ain't gonna work for anybody. No. Things get hard for me, pause. I'll go back to the work field. But other than that, man, please, I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to live for someone else's dreams. I'm not. That plain and simple. So my moms and my pops, they don't agree with some things that I do. But guess what? You know what my mom's always say? She says, well, I want to ask you this, but you don't have to tell. See, this is the way she talks to me, because she knows that I love my mother, but she has no dominion or power over me. You see what I'm saying? And neither does my father. You know what I mean? So the thing of it is that my mom comes at me a certain way. My father comes at me in a different way, like, I'm your father. That's why I don't fuck with him. You ain't gonna disrespect me as a man. That ain't gonna happen. I got children. And I don't put up with my children disrespecting me. Not let alone a grown-ass man disrespecting me. You see what I'm saying? So within that, guess what? They got their own personal opinions about what I do and how I do it or whatever have you. But guess what? They ain't gonna tell me, because they know I don't give a goddamn. And that's me talking about my own parents. I don't care what you think and how you feel. I don't. I'm gonna do it my way. You wanna know why? Because I disagree with some things that my father does and my mother does. And they don't give a damn how I think. So neither should you when it comes to your parents or your friends and family. Now don't get it twisted. If they're giving you good advice, take it. But the minute that you hear this, well, I wouldn't do it. Cut them off. I'm trying to tell you something. This is bigger than Charlotte. This is bigger than the tours around Charlotte. This is about life. And what I'm telling you, you can apply this to anywhere you are around the planet. And you know what? Some people may sit back and say, it sounds like Langston is upset. You goddamn right. Because I'm standing up for the people that have a sincere heart and that just want to be positive, want to do things for themselves and want to live their best life, but they always got some negative ass, I want to say the N-word so bad, but negative ass Negro whispering deceit in their ear. You always got someone that's talking to you and for malicious intent. The intentions are wrong. Ain't no damn sense, man. Some of you haters, I'm gonna pull up at this host food. Well, I don't know why he trying to eat this. Sometimes that. Man, you gonna get at me because I'm trying to eat healthy? You gonna get at me for that? That's crazy to me. I'm trying to do something positive in my life. You know what I mean? I stepped away from the Red Hots and the Oodles and Noodles and Sunnydale drinks. That's a New York thing. You look, and some of y'all probably drinking that shit while you looking at this video. Oh, shit. Hey, yo, I stepped away from that stuff, man. So what? Now y'all gonna fault me for wanting to eat a little bit more better? You gonna fault me because I don't want to drink Kool-Aid anymore. You know what I'm saying? They got Red 40 in it. That's known for what is it? Mess up your brain functions. Known fact. Red 40, blue like 20. You know what I'm saying? Messing up your reproductive system. Shit, you got a baby and the baby come out with 3 legs and 1 arm. But y'all want to get at me. All right, man, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I be busy, man, so